886-8121 today for your personalized appointment.
95.3 The Farm.
So we come to the bottom of the first here at Tiger Field, Hoptown High School, Fulton and the Hoppers tonight. And tell you what, expecting a good ball game tonight. Hoptown kind of off to a slow start there at the top of the first with an error to lead off, but Heath Henley pitches around it. And so we get out of that jam. But Hoptown going to send up Brendan Gibson. He's one of the newest Hoppers here this summer, batting .625 coming into this one tonight. Gabe Eddington will be the second batter, and then Evan Jacobs. So 1, 2, 3, of course, as we go to the bottom of the first inning. As we said, Hoptown 14-5 on the season. A half game out of first place in the OVL standings. Big game tonight up at Henderson. Full count. We'll be playing the Flash. The Flash with 11 straight wins. And I'll try to keep you up to date on that game as we go along tonight. So Brendan Gibson steps in from the right side of the plate. He'll be going against Luke Hayner, right-handed pitcher. He's pitched a 7 1/3, 0-1 record this summer. 8 strikeouts and 4 walks. First pitch is high for ball 1. Gibson's had a couple of good games since he came to the Hoppers. This one's way outside, hit the mascot kind of thing, 2-0. I asked Coach Benny before the game if he missed the interview about thinking ahead to Henderson tomorrow night and Friday, and he admitted that they are thinking about those games, but they want to get this one taken care of tonight. This one's ball 3 in the dirt, so Gibson ahead, 3-0. Wearing number 36 tonight. Hoppers wearing their red shirts with the navy blue pinstripes and white pants. Fulton, of course, in their usual brown shirts with orange trim. And a high pitch there for ball 4. So 4-pitch walk to Brennan Gibson to start the game for Hoptown. And here's Gabe Eddington. There's another name you might recognize. Gabe played for the Hoppers last year. Playing right field tonight for Hoptown. He's wearing number 3. Might see a bunt here. We'll see what happens. Hayner checks the runner at first. Long look over there. Pretty good lead at first base. Now he comes set. Pitch to the plate. This one's high for ball 1. So he's thrown 5 balls. Hadn't yet to throw a strike tonight. Good crowd at the ballpark again tonight. Hopper fans really love their team this year. And rightfully so. Good lead for Gibson at first base. Hayner checks. Now delivers the pitch. In for a strike. 1-1 to Eddington. May have something going on here. Eddington, if I remember correctly from last year, really does handle the bat pretty well. Can effectively bunt. Hoppers do like to get the runners going. They'll throw over to first as they sense something's in the air here. So Gibson is officially in the ball game now. Dirty Pants diving back to first base. 1-1 the count now to Eddington. We're in the bottom of the first. No out. No score. Here's a ball ripped into left field for a base hit. So you don't need to bunt it when you can line drive base hit it. Right between the third baseman and shortstop. So the Hoppers with their first 2 runners on here. And that brings up Evan Jacob, the catcher. Boy, Evans had a good summer so far. Batting .292. Cooled off just a little bit here lately. He's a guy that can make this 3-0 real quick. We're in the bottom of the first. Hoptown and Fulton. Joe Wilson with you at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. Thank you, everybody, for listening tonight. Pitch outside for ball 1 to Jacob. Hayner having a hard time finding that strike zone tonight. Big right-hander. Throws the ball pretty hard. So far, hadn't been able to find the strike zone. Checks the runner at second. Comes set, pitch on the way. And that one is in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Nice to see the host families here tonight for the Hoppers, and got their recognition before the game. And Amanda Brunt with the national anthem tonight. Beautiful job there. 1-1 the count now to Jacob. Big lead out at second base, and here's the ball hit into right, and that thing is hit a ton. Jacob going back, off the wall and over the fence, actually. Bounces and goes over the wall for a ground rule double. That's going to score Brennan Gibson. Eddington will have to stop at third, but Evan Jacob with a ground rule double. And the Hoppers lead 1-0. He hit that one a ton. Opposite field into the gap out there, and it is a long way out there. So Hoppers lead 1-0, brings up Nick Johnson. Nick's batting .423, having a great summer. I would have to think if they were giving a mid-season all-OVL, Nick would be on it. Does a lot of good things for the Hoppers. Runners on second and third. Hoppers lead 1-0. No out here in the bottom of the first. Pitch is in for a strike at the knees. Johnson didn't like it, but man in black back there makes the rules. 0-1 to Johnson. Hayner struggling so far here in the first. See if he can get out of this. We hope not. Curveball misses high. Never curved, and it's 1-1 now. Hoppers trying to go 15-5 on the year. Off to a good start at the plate for sure. Hayner's pitch on the way. Outside corner for a strike, and it's 1-2. So Johnson's going to have to go to work here. Choke up on that bat and try to get it in play, hopefully over on the right side. Catcher sets up on the outside. Here comes the pitch, and it's driven foul out of play on the right side. So Johnson stays alive up there, and it's 1-2. Brennan Mealer on deck for Hoptown. He's another guy that's had a good season for the Hoppers this year. They hit pretty well all the way through the lineup if you haven't been out to see this team. Nick Johnson right here swings over top and strikes out. So 1 out now for the Hoppers here in the first. And here comes Mealer. Mealer batting .333 on the season. Nick stops him and gives him his thoughts of what he saw up there. And he saw several pitches. The curveball is what got him. So 1 away, Hoppers with runners on second and third. Eddington's at third. Evan Jacob, who just hit the 2-run ground rule doubles, at second. Hoppers lead 1-0. Left-handed batter here, and Mealer swings over top of it, and it's strike one. Last couple of pitches, Hayner's looked a lot better. Looks like he's kind of getting used to the mound and settling in a little bit out there. If we can just get something on the ground here, get a run in. And this one's outside. 1-1 as Eddington took a long run down the third base line there. Caught Hayner's attention. 1-1 the count. Third baseman in at the edge of the grass. And this one's ripped into right, and that one might be out of here, ladies and gentlemen. It is a monster. Long 3-run home run. Brennan Mealer. Wow. Wow. 3-run home run for Brennan Mealer, and the Hoppers now lead 4-0. He turned on that one and drove it over the Tiger baseball sign over there in right field. I mean, just tattooed that one. So Hoptown quickly out to a 4-0 lead here in the first. And Gavin Powell, former Hopkinsville High School star, he will bat now in the 6th spot. Playing third base tonight with the bases clear. Hoppers brought the bats tonight. See if Powell can continue things here. Right-handed batter. Misses inside on the first pitch. He's ahead in the count 1-0. Tell you what, that was a monster. It was a line drive shot over the right field fence by Mueller. There's a strike for Powell there. It's 1-1 now. Hayner trying to battle back. Giving up a single, a double, and a home run already this inning. And they hit Powell here. Wouldn't be surprised if I don't see someone from Fulton coming out here shortly to talk to the pitcher. Nobody warming up yet. It is the first inning. Hopper's reloading here, and so here comes Hayden Hunt, shortstop, all-state player from University Heights Academy. And now Fulton's manager asking the umpires, can he go out? I think they want to look at the pitching mound maybe. I'm not sure what's going on here, but it looks like someone with the Hoppers is going to come out there. Maybe a trainer that's coming out to look at Hayner. He may have a blister on his finger. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break while I take a look at Hayner. It's 4-0 Hoppers as we check the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Back with more Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. Jay Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
At Max's, we're supporting our local schools 1 gallon at a time. I'm Max Arnold, and thanks to your support at our spirit pumps in Elkton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville, our schools are winning big. Since 2021, we've raised over $90,000 for our local students. Every fill-up at every spirit pump fuels their future. Learn more about our spirit pumps at maxfuel.net.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop. Max's.
95.3 The Farm.
Luke Hayner off the field. Looks like he may have a blister, so he's out of the lineup. So looks like Fulton's going to have to get somebody up in the pen. They're letting him warm up just a little bit before he comes back in. We kind of hate to see Hayner go, though. Hoppers lead 4-0. Had a single, double, and a home run here in the bottom of the first. Only one out. Man on first. They lead 4-0. And we're still waiting to see who they're going to bring up. They've got somebody warming up down there in the pen. But while he does that, we're going to take another quick break. But Hoppers lead 4-0 as we check the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Bottom of the first, pitching change already for the Railroaders.
Penny Rail Electric wants to say a big thank you to all of our members who stopped by during Member Appreciation Days. From Cadiz to Lewisburg and several stops in between, it was wonderful reconnecting with familiar faces and meeting new friends across our service area. And we appreciate the opportunity to serve you. Be sure to follow Penny Rail Electric on Facebook for outage updates, cooperative news, and other important information. Penny Rail Electric, doing our part since 1937.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. Jay Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
At Max's, we're supporting our local schools 1 gallon at a time. I'm Max Arnold, and thanks to your support at our spirit pumps in Elkton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville, our schools are winning big. Since 2021, we've raised over $90,000 for our local students. Every fill-up at every spirit pump fuels their future. Learn more about our spirit pumps at maxfuel.net.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop. Max's.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
95.3 The Farm. Playing country favorites for Hopkinsville, Oak Grove, and Fort Campbell.
Nightmare first inning for Fulton as they start Luke Hayner, and he gives up a walk and then a single, then a ground rule double. After a strikeout, he gives up a 3-run homer to Brennan Mueller. Then he hit Gavin Powell and had to come out with a blister on his finger. And Fulton has to get a guy in who has not warmed up at all, and they're going to bring Troy Jocelyn into the pitch. He's a right-hander. See if I can get you some stats on Troy here real quick. He's pitched 13 2/3 innings. 1-2 record. Given up 13 hits, 15 runs, 10 earned runs. He's walked 13 and struck out 8. And he has an ERA of 5.12. So giving him plenty of time to warm up here is you don't want anybody to get hurt because they didn't get to warm up in time after that injury. Jocelyn says he's ready, and he's going to face former UHA star Hayden Hunt now as we're back to action. Hoppers lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the first. 1 out, and a man on first. Already a pitching change for Fulton, and due to an injury. So Jocelyn, first pitch on the way. High for ball 1 to Hayden Hunt. Gavin Powell is at first base. Not going. Hunt chops one down to third. They'll go to second. There's one, and back to first. They will not get the speedy Hunt. Slower man they would have made a double play on. But Causey's throw kind of caught Bugs Meadows, kind of pulled him off the bag just a little bit there. So only a fielder's choice. And there's 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. Powell's erased. Throw over to first, nearly catch Hayden Hunt on the lean there, but he gets back in time. Caden Slaughter bats now for the Hoppers. He's the 8th man in the lineup. Caden playing second base tonight. He made a nice play in the first inning. Here's a ball hit into left on a slow grounder, and Hunt was on the move on the steal, and he's going to go all the way to third base on the ball hit to left field. And so Slaughter with a base hit, the 4th hit of the inning for the Hoppers. Hunt goes to third on the play. So the Hoppers in business again here with 2 out in the bottom of the first. And back to the plate, Alex McGuire. His first appearance tonight, but the 9th man to appear at the plate for the Hoppers here in the first inning. So they try to tack on to this 4-0 lead. Jocelyn does not even pay attention to the runners. First pitch is outside. Curveball just ran a little too far out. And McGuire's ahead in the count 1-0. Alex playing center field tonight. Struggled at the plate this summer. He's batting just 59. He's had a couple of big hits, though, for him. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. Troy Jocelyn pitching now for Fulton. Just joining us. Started Luke Hayner. He had a blister on his finger, had to come out. Hoppers already had 4. Looking to score again. This was pitched and throw down to second, and they're not going to get him, and Hunt comes in to score on the stolen base. So Slaughter takes second, and on the throw, Hunt comes in to score. And it's 5-0 Hoppers. And now Slaughter is at second base on the stolen base. It was a good throw down there. Bowman's throw was good, but tag not in time. 1-2 the count now to McGuire. This one's outside, and it's 2-1. Well, you'd really like to see something good happen here for Alex. Give him a little confidence going in. He hits this one down to third. Big hop over there. And throw across the diamond, and they get him. So the Hoppers out here after one, but 4 hits, including a 3-run homer from Brennan Mealer over the right field wall as we check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Hoptown 5, Fulton nothing. Coming back with the second inning. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores are their winning game of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower for mighty fine baking every time.
With fly and pink eye season upon us, Southern States Cooperative in Hopkinsville and Cadiz now offers Southern States Senegar, a beef cattle mineral. This mineral is exclusive to Southern States Cooperative and contains cinnamon, garlic, and a larvicide, and is available in non-medicated or medicated, VFD required, to help keep the flies and pests away. Stop by Southern States Cooperative, 1106 West 15th Street in Hopkinsville, or 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz, providing quality service and products since 1947.
Broadcasting from the batter capital of the world, this is WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, 95.3 The Farm.
Welcome back to Tiger Field at Hopkinsville High School, and Joe Wilson with you in the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. The Hoppers with a big first inning, 5 on the board, and including a 3-run homer by Brennan Mealer. So giving the pitcher, Heath Henley, a big lead to work with here in the second. And Fulton will send up Jacob Lott, Ellis Hurt, and Jeremiah Bowman, the 5, 6, and 7 batters in the lineup. Hoptown off to a good start tonight. Henley working quickly. First pitch is outside for a ball. Lott's the right fielder. He's batting .209. He hits one down to second base, stays on the ground for Slaughter, and he'll make the play, and there's one away. So just like that, and that sounded almost like the bat broke on that hit. And so here comes Ellis Hurt. Hurt's the designated hitter tonight, batting .250 for the Railroaders. Bats from the right side of the plate. He'll face Henley here with one out in the top of the second. And Henley doesn't mess around, just rears back and throws one right down the middle for strike one. Second pitch, a curveball. He just got a piece of it, fouls it off over the backstop. 0-2. Good crowd here tonight for the Hoppers game. Got to see some of the folks from Parks and Rec. They're gearing up for next Saturday night's big 4th of July celebration. Swing and a miss, and Hurt goes down on strikes, and there's 2 gone quickly for the Railroaders. They're here tonight, passing out some items down at the entrance to the ballpark. Saw Toby Hudson down there, some of his co-workers. Jeremiah Bowman batting now with 2 out in the top of the second. First pitch at the knees for a strike. Heath Henley must feel like he's got a 31-0 lead when it's 5, but boy, does he look like he's pretty calm and confident on the hill right now. Strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Big man just pumping it in there right now. Hopper's hitting on all cylinders. 0-2. Hit down toward right field. It will get past the second baseman Slaughter and into right. So a base hit. First hit of the night for the Railroaders here as Bowman reaches with 2 out in the top of the second. So Chase Cameron bats now. Chase has had a couple of good games against the Hoppers this year. Batting .308 on the season in the 8-hole. First pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Bowman at first base for Fulton. Not much of a lead over there. Henley's not paying much attention anyway and fires one in for a strike on the outside corner. Fastball in. 1-1 the count. Comes set and delivers another pitch just outside. Cameron won't chase, and it's 2-1. As we said, this was a big game tonight, but boy, do the Hoppers have two big ones the next two nights, both against Henderson, up there tomorrow and back here on Friday night. This one gets in the dirt, knocked down by Jacob, but going to get away from him far enough that Bowman takes second base on the wild pitch. And the count, I believe, is 3-1. Left-handed batter here in Cameron, trying to get on base. Henley pitches. This one's hit into center. Boy, it's hit on a rope, and almost, and it is dropped out in center field there as McGuire kind of came in too far. It nearly went over his head. He was able to get a glove on it, knock it down. But coming in to score is Bowman. See how they score that. I would have to say that's an error. We'll see what they put on the board here. I'm going E8 on that. Got to have it. Second error of the night for the Hoppers, and this one cost them a run. Ninth batter in the lineup now. Bugs Meadows up. We said the last time they were here, he's on the all-OVL name team. Bugs is playing second base tonight. He hits one into left, and it's right at Gibson. He runs it over down the line and makes the play. But one hit, one error, and one man left on, but Fulton gets a run across here in the top of the second. We check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Hoptown 5, Fulton 1. Back with more Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
It's an America Drives Toyota summer at Toyota of Hopkinsville. Get 2.99% financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 APR cash on a 26 Tundra. Lease a 26 RAV4 Hybrid LE for only $329 a month. Lease a 26 Corolla LE for just $209 a month. Extra $500 rebate for college and military.
Visit ToyotaofHopkinsville.com to see our complete inventory.
Plus, our certified collision center repairs all automotive brands, and we can bring the service center to you.
Toyota of Hopkinsville. Better deals. And we're closer than you think.
Hi, this is Hopper Carter Ross from Somerset, Kentucky. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors: Huggart, Beard and Giles Funeral Home, Jones Brothers Towing and Trucking, Chick-fil-A, Arnold Farms, Workman's Auto Glass, Planters Bank, and the Hopkinsville Lions Club. Go Hoppers!
95.3 The Farm, playing country favorites for Hopkinsville and Crofton. The Farm.
Back at Tiger Field here at Hopkinsville High School. Joe Wilson with you in the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth, and Hoptown leads 5-1 as we go to the bottom of the second, and they'll start back over again as they went through 9 batters in the first, put up 5 runs. So Brendan Gibson, Gabe Eddington, and Evan Jacob will start it all over for us here in the second. This time, going against the relief pitcher, Troy Jocelyn, who was forced into duty after the 6th batter last inning after he picked up a blister on his finger and had to come out. And some of you may not know, a blister to a pitcher is bad news. So not able to grip the ball very well, can't get much on your curveball or anything else. You can't spin it. So Jocelyn, who wasn't ready, had to warm up. And when he finally got in the game, well, he did a little better, gave up a hit, but did give up a run. Was able to get out of the jam, though, that Hayner had gotten himself into. And he starts off Gibson with a strike here, which Gibson walked on 4 pitches his first time up. This one's ripped at third. Oh, nice play there. Nick Causey. He had no other action but to catch that ball. It was on a frozen rope. So 1 out on the line out to third base. And here's Gabe Eddington, singled into left his last time up. Came around to score. Jocelyn pitches here, misses high, and there's 1-0. I'll give you some scores here from the other OVL games in just a moment. 2-0 now the count on Eddington. Gabe played for the Hoppers last summer too. A lot of guys on this team played with us last year. Jocelyn's slider in for a strike on the outside corner, makes it 2-1. Early on in most of these games, Paducah leads Madisonville 1-0. And the big one up at Henderson, full count, leads the Flash 1-0 early on in that ball game. Again, a Henderson loss and a Hoppers win, and the Hoppers are back in first place. Pitch is fouled off, and the count 2-2 now to Eddington. Jocelyn's slider hit into right, base hit, and Eddington's 2 for 2 tonight. He's gone different sides of the field. His first hit into left field for a base hit, this one into right. So one out single by Gabe Eddington, and here comes Evan Jacob. He hit a 2-run double, and I mean he hit it a ton back in the first inning into the right center gap that one hopped and went over the wall. So he has an RBI to his credit tonight. Big lead for Eddington at first base. First pitch swinging, and then Jacob pops this one up into right field, and coming over and making the play is Lott, and there's 2 gone here for the Hoppers in the second. So Eddington stays at first, and here comes Nick Johnson. He struck out last time up. Really, he was the only really bad at bat for the Hoppers, and I know he'd like to make up for that here. So he's really had a good year. Nick at .423 on the season. Runner going, swing and a miss, and they're going to throw down to second. Eddington in safely. His head first slide beats the throw. The Hoppers, a couple of stolen bases already tonight. And they're at their best when they're running like that. So they've got it all going tonight. Johnson swung. It's 0-1 the count. Jocelyn checks that runner. Big lead at second base. Swing and a miss. Johnson fooled on the curve ball. Way behind in the count now, 0-2. Base hit will probably score the speedy Eddington, but he swings at it on a pitch way outside the strike zone. Johnson down on strikes for the second time, and the Hoptown Hoppers are done here in the second. So we played 2 as we check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Hoptown 5, Fulton 1. Back with more Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
No matter what you've been through, All Clean to the rescue.
So why should you choose All Clean Services? They offer prompt 24/7 response. They're licensed, insured, and bonded. They're experienced at working with insurance companies. They're professional and courteous. Look them up today at allcleanservices.com.
Putting your world back together. All Clean.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
95.3 The Farm, your home for country's greatest hits.
Top of the third here at Tiger Field as the Hoptown Hoppers lead Fulton 5-1. The Railroaders are going to send up their 1, 2, and 3 hitters here to start off the third. Joe Wilson with you at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. No Colin Carruthers tonight as he's watching the game with his host family. His host family night here at the ballpark. But he will be back with you on the YouTube broadcast tomorrow night at Henderson. He'll be back with Jeff on Friday night here. Kuhn reached on an error back in the first inning. It was kind of a squibbler. Ball wasn't hit real hard, but got underneath the glove of Hayden Hunt. He reached, made it all the way to third. Here's a ball, broken bat, over toward shortstop. Hunt's going to backhand, long throw to first. Got him. Beautiful play there by Hayden. A broken bat in the process. In fact, Powell almost crossed over in front of him. Hayden called him off, made the backhanded play, set, and made a nice throw across the field. There's one away here in the third for Fulton. Here's Herlick, Matt Herlick, and he reached back in the first inning. Pitch on the way here. Actually, he reached on a fielder's choice. The ball hit the umpire there as it was fouled off, and the umpire's going to need a minute. Boy, I tell you what, it's been a tough night on the field down there. Pitcher hurt for Fulton on the first inning, and now the umpire. That one just came straight off the bat right into his shoulder. Cannot feel good. 1-1 the count. I told you wrong a while ago. Kuhn actually reached on an error but was erased on the fielder's choice by Herlick. Herlick ended up at third base back in the first inning where he was stranded. Left-handed pitcher here going against Henley, and he watches this one outside, and it's 2-1. Got ahead of myself there a little bit. Zaid Diaz is on the on-deck circle for the Railroaders. 3-1 the count now to Herlick. Hoppers lead 5-1. We're in the top of the third. They got 5 in the first. 3-run homer from Brennan Mealer. Got us started. Swing and a miss. Count goes full. Henley took a little off of that one. Big crowd again here at the field tonight for the Hoppers. Henley rears back. This one's hit shallow into center. McGuire on his horse comes in, and he'll make the play, and there's 2 gone. So Diaz will bat now. He struck out his first time up. 4 pitches. Henley kind of owned him a little bit there. He made him look kind of bad on a couple of those pitches. Zaid has not gotten a hit. He's kind of relatively new to the Railroader squad, looking for his first hit of the season. First pitch in for a strike. Now the left-handed batter, as we said, Fulton likes to use those lefties because they have the big wall down there at Low House Field. This one in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Oh, I have that big wall, kind of like the Green Monster in Boston, and they use that to their advantage when they're down there. So they like to build their lineup around a lot of left-handed batters. Henley rears back, fires one in, but it's outside, and it's 2-1. Hopper's playing straight away on defense. Diaz can't lay off of that one, and he strikes out. I guess the count was 1-2. He struck out for the second time tonight. And 1-2-3 inning for the Railroaders as we check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Hoppers 5, Fulton 1, back with more Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
Looking for a personal way to shop for furniture? Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress now offers Furniture by Appointment, an exclusive experience designed around you. Every Monday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Enjoy one-on-one assistance and a quiet showroom to find the perfect pieces for your home. We make shopping comfortable and stress-free. Call or text 270-886-8121 today for your personalized appointment.
Hi, this is Hopper Declan Riggs from Highland, Illinois. I'm excited to be in Hopkinsville as a member of the 2026 Hoptown Hoppers. Join me in thanking our season sponsors, United Southern Bank, Charlie Henderson State Farm Insurance, Jersey Mike's, Fletcher Law Firm, Rotary of Hopkinsville, and Higgins Insurance. Go Hoppers.
.3 The Farm.
Back here in the bottom of the third, the Hoptown Hoppers lead Fulton 5-1. Joe Wilson with you at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. And Brennan Mealer will lead off for the Hoppers here in their half of the third. Boy, he hit a line drive home run out of here at the ballpark his first time up today. And I would like to know what the exit velocity on that thing was. But anyways, 3-run homer. Big hit of the first inning for the Hoppers that gave them the 5-0 lead. It's 5-1 now. So it's Mealer, Gavin Powell, and Hayden Hunt. 5, 6, and 7 in the Hoppers lineup here in the third. They go against Troy Joslin, who came in relief after starter Luke Hayner suffered a finger injury, got a blister, and had to leave the ball game in the first inning. First pitch swung on and missed by Mealer. 0-1 the count. Comes back and gets him there on a little off-speed offering, and it's 0-2. Mealer really anxious, wanting to get another one. Oh, 2 the count. Comes back. This one's chopped down to first base. Coming in. Nice play. Flips it off to the pitcher who's covering the bag, and they get Mealer on a good play there by Chase Cameron. He had to wait for that ball to come down. It short hopped him. Jocelyn hustling over, covers the bag. There's one gone for the Hoppers here in the third. Hoppers now 3 straight batters retired, and this brings up Gavin Powell. Gavin hit by a pitch, but was erased on a fielder's choice back in the first inning. Gavin had a great year for Wren Lake this spring. He was telling me he hit .370 during conference play, 5 home runs. Like to see him heat up here for the Hoppers. 1-1 the count quickly on Powell. He was telling me that several schools, Murray State, among those who are showing some interest in him once he gets through his 2 years there at Wren Lake. Curveball ripped just foul down third baseline. Tell you what, another couple of feet, and that's extra bases for the speedy Powell. Hoppers having to send somebody down there to get it. It's just laying down there by the line in left field, so the umpire holds things up. Got rid of that, and here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Gavin Powell, former Hoptown High Star. Played on this field. The last season of Hoptown baseball was his senior year. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not. 2-2 the count. I think he might have gotten away with one there. So it's 2-2 on Powell. Hayden Hunt waits on deck for the Hoptown Hoppers. This ball hit a long way into right. Going way back, gone. Gavin Powell, a solo home run. The former Hoptown Tiger makes it 6-1 Hoptown Hoppers. And I mean, he hit that one way up in the air in opposite field into right field home run. Second homer of the night for the Hoppers tonight. First for Powell here, and I'm glad to see it. He was excited the other night about being back and had said he had hit the ball really well at the end of the season for Wren Lake. So home run for Gavin Powell. And here comes Hayden Hunt, the All-State player from UHA. Hit into the fielder's choice. Hit a sharp grounder down to third his last time up. This one's hit right at shortstop, first pitch. Throw over to first, and they're going to have to hurry, but they do get him. As Kuhn makes the play, and there's 2 gone here for the Hoppers in the third. Hayden really gets down that line in a hurry. He's going to Indiana State. Sycamores probably can't wait to have a guy of his talents. So Caden Slaughter bats here now, and he had a single into the left field his last time up. Had a stolen base, stranded at second. Back in the first inning. This one's hit into right as well, and this one's hit a long way into the gap. Going back on it and making the running catch is Lott. Slaughter put a charge into that one, but Lott makes the play. So the Hoppers get 1 run on 1 hit. There were no men left on. We check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. We go to the top of the 4th, and the Hoppers lead it 6-1. Back with more Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
Penny Ryle Electric wants to say a big thank you to all of our members who stopped by during Member Appreciation Days. From Cadiz to Lewisburg and several stops in between, it was wonderful reconnecting with familiar faces and meeting new friends across our service area. And we appreciate the opportunity to serve you. Be sure to follow Penny Ryle Electric on Facebook for outage updates, cooperative news, and other important information. Pennyrile Electric, doing our part since 1937.
At Max's, we're supporting our local schools 1 gallon at a time. I'm Max Arnold, and thanks to your support at our spirit pumps in Elkton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville, our schools are winning big. Since 2021, we've raised over $90,000 for our local students. Every fill-up at every spirit pump fuels their future. Learn more about our spirit pumps at maxfuel.net.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop. Max's.
95.3 The Farm.
Top of the fourth here as we move right along at the ballpark tonight, Tiger Field at Hopkinsville High School. Joe Wilson with you in the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. The Hoppers leading. And their bats have been strong tonight. A couple of home runs already in this ball game. If you just missed it, former Hopkinsville High School star Gavin Powell with a opposite field solo shot here in the bottom of the third. So Nick Causey will lead off for Fulton here in the fourth. He'll be followed by Jacob Lott and Ellis Hurt. Causey popped out to short back in the first inning for the third out. Takes one inside from Henley. 1-0 the count. Score from Henderson. Full count 1, Henderson 1. They're in the third up there. This pitch misses inside too, so Causey ahead in the count now, 2-0. It's a big game up there at Henderson tonight. Here's a ball ripped foul, just foul, down third base line. That one had trouble written all over it. Instead, just a long strike. Paducah leads Madisonville 1-0. Curveball in for a strike. A beautiful pitch there from Henley, and it's 2-2 now to Causey. Madisonville and Paducah are also in the bottom of the fourth. And all eyes on that Henderson and full count ball game. This one's fouled off as Causey spoiled the pitch there. Henderson leads Hoptown by a half game for first place in the standings, so a Hoptown win and a Henderson loss puts the Hoppers back in the lead in the OVL. Curveball misses high here. It kind of slipped out of his hand. It's full count now to Causey. Hoppers playing him straight away. Pitch on the way here. Fouled off down the right side just on top of the Fulton dugout over on the first base side. Broken bat. That's the third broken bat for Fulton tonight. So he gets a new piece of lumber, and he's going to head back up there with a full count. As we said, Causey popped out to shortstop his last time up. Battling here. Pitch on the way. Curveball hit into left field in between short and third as nobody could get a glove on it. Base hit for Causey. The Railroaders have their leadoff man on here in the fourth. Jacob Lott is up now. He grounded out to second his last time up. We'd take that here. Love a little double play here. Slaughter to Hunt to Mealer. That'd be a great way to get this fourth inning going. Causey with a good lead at first. Henley's pitch on the outside corner for a strike to Lott. Oh and 1. Ellis Hurt on deck. They're going to throw over to first and just about caught Causey leaning over there. Good move by Henley. Lets him know he's thinking about him. So 0-1 now. He's going to focus his attention to Lott. Pitch on the way. Runner's going, and it's popped up down the left field line. Are there going to be room? Yes, there will be. And the play made by Brennan Gibson right on the line down there. So Causey retreats back to first base on the fly out. There's one away. So Ellis Hurt will bat here. Ellis, a right-handed batter. Struck out his last time up in the second inning. Trying to make up for it here. The man on first. One out. Hoppers lead 6-1. We're in the top of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from Jacob, but not far enough. Causey will stay where he's at. It's 0-1 the count. Causey getting a good lead over there, but Henley ignores it and throws a pitch on the inside, just misses, and it's 1-1. Depends on where you're sitting. I think that one looked pretty good from where I was. Carter Hendricks agrees. But the umpire said nope. So 1-1 the count. And that's right, his opinion's the only one that matters. This one's fouled off or out of play on the right side. 1-2. Jeremiah Bowman, the only man to score. He waits for a Fulton. He's waiting on deck. But Henley with the curveball. This one hit high and foul down the left field side, and that'll go out of play. Long strike here. Count remains 1-2 on Hurt. Again, the Hoppers playing straight away. Looking for a double play ball here. Get them out of the inning. Hunt playing pretty deep at shortstop. Slaughter deep at second base. Henley steps off the mound. Causey scoots back into first base. And we're ready to go again. Henley checks the runner, comes set, pitch on the way. Outside, blocked. Nice job there by Jacob. And the count goes 2-2. Beautiful night at the ballpark. Sun beginning to set. Lights are on here at Tiger Field. Enjoy it while you can. Next week going to be red hot. Runner going, ball dropped at home plate, and won't even be a throw as Causey steals second base. Pitch was in the dirt, and it's now full count on Hurt. So Railroaders trying to make something happen here, trailing 6-1. Henley needs a strikeout real bad right now. This one ripped into left, right at Gibson. He makes the catch on the line drive, quickly gets it back in, and nearly double off Causey at second base, but that ball was hit extremely hard. Just a line drive right to left field. And Hurt's erased. 2 gone. And here's Jeremiah Bowman. Bowman, like we said, singled back in the second. Advanced to second on a wild pitch and then came in to score on an error by the Hoppers at center field. He takes the first pitch low and in the dirt. So it's 1-0. Henley checks the runner at second. Comes to a stop. Now his pitch is a strike on the inside this time. Looked like pretty much the same place as what the last one was, but hey, we'll take it. 1-1 the count. Good lead, but the runner not going. This one swung on, missed, and it's 1-2 as Henley took a little off of that one. And he's ahead in the count. Heath's really looked good tonight. Pitched very well so far to this point. 1-2 the pitch. And Bowman won't chase that one. A lesser hitter would have chased it, but Bowman eyeballed it all the way out there to the outside. So 2-2 the count. Comes back, fastball. Oh, that looked good, but set a little low. So full count now to Bowman, and that one may have fooled everybody up there. So full count now on Bowman. Second batter in a row, go full count. 3rd out of 5 this inning. Rears back, got him. Got him looking on the outside corner, a backward strikeout here, and that's going to end the 4th for Fulton. They did get 1 hit. There were no errors. There was 1 man left on, no runs this inning. So we check our Michael Venables State Farm scoreboard. It's the Hoppers 6th, the Railroaders 1. We're back with more Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
This is Mark Harmon from Louisville, Kentucky. On behalf of all of the 2026 Hoptown Hoppers, I would like to say thank you to all of our fans, families, supporters, and especially our host families. We love the game of baseball, and we appreciate all of you for helping us to pursue our baseball dreams. Once again, to all of Hopper Nation, thank you, and we hope to see you all at the ballpark. Go Hoppers!
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. Jay Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
95.3 The Farm.
Playing country favorites for Hopkinsville, Oak Grove, and Fort Campbell.
Hoptown Hoppers lead 6-1 as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning. Alex McGuire will lead off for Hoptown here. Joe Wilson with you in the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth. No Colin Carruthers tonight, if you're wondering. He's actually helping out with his family on, I guess I wouldn't say helping out. He's watching the game with his host families. Tonight is host family night here at the ballpark. He will be back for the YouTube game tomorrow night and also back with the Hoppers here with Jeff on Friday night. Alex McGuire does lead off for Hoptown here. He's the ninth man, so it'll be 9-1-2 coming up here in the fourth for Hoptown. McGuire hit a ground ball to third his last time up. He fakes a bunt here and pulls it back, and I think they called that a ball. Didn't see his hand go out, so we're going to say ball one. Jocelyn's curveball. This one's tapped foul at the plate, and it's 1-1. Hoppers coming into this one 14-5, second place in the OVL. Fulton at 5-14, they're in fifth place. McGuire swings at that one, 1-2. Jocelyn's come in, other than the home run to Powell, he's been pretty impressive. This one misses just inside, it's 2-2. Really, you would like. I know we like it, but Jocelyn's going to need that pitch there he had just a minute ago if he's going to have success tonight. That one in too far inside on the fastball, and the count goes full on McGuire. A lot of speed here if he can get on the base, and he does on a walk. So McGuire will get a chance to show off his wheels as he's dangerous on the base pass, lots of speed. And here comes Brennan Gibson, and of course Brennan is on fire coming into this ball game tonight. 6:25, hit a frozen rope down to third base his last time up in the second. Walked his first time up. He pops up first pitch here, and left fielder fighting the sky and the lights and everything else, but Diaz makes the play. They tried to go all the way back to first base as McGuire was really on his horse, but had to come back quickly. So the fly out to left, and there's one gone for the Hoppers here in the fourth. And Gabe Eddington bats. Gabe's 2 for 2 tonight. Has a single into left and a single into right. A couple of stolen bases tonight. Young man's off to a good start. Use another one right here. Jocelyn gives him a slider outside to start him off, and it's 1-0. I really would have liked to send Brennan, give McGuire a chance to steal a base, maybe get to second. But he swung on that first pitch, and it's 2-0 now to Eddington. Evan Jacob waits on deck for the Hoppers with one out here in the fourth. Runner is going, and the ball hits Eddington in the elbow. He's got a pad up there, but it acts like that's not too, didn't feel too good either way. But hit by a pitch, second hopper that's reached by in that way tonight. So moving to second is McGuire. Down to first is Gabe Eddington. Powell was hit by a pitch back in the first. Now Eddington here in the fourth. And so Evan Jacob comes up. He hit a ground rule double back in the first and has an RBI to his name. Part of the 5-run first inning the Hoppers had tonight. They lead 6-1 here in the fourth. Lots of speed on the base paths. This one's ripped into left field, down for a base hit. The runners are going to move up one. They're going to send McGuire. He rounds third. They're going to throw home, and he will score ahead of the throw. Another RBI for Evan Jacob. He's got 2 tonight on the base hit. Eddington stays at second, so he did not advance on the throw. So McGuire scoring makes it 7-1 in favor of the Hoppers. Nick Johnson, your batter here with 1 out, men on first and second. He struck out twice tonight. He'd like to make up for that here. Looked kind of bad his last time up. Runner going at third, and they'll let him go. Boy, I'll tell you what, Eddington just took off his second stolen base of the night as he takes third. Pitch is called a strike on Johnson. Jacob stayed at first. So Nick Johnson here, 0-1 the count. Runners on the corners for the Hoppers, 7-1 lead here in the fourth. Jocelyn looks in, pitch is in the dirt, blocked there by Bowman. Runners stay where they are, and it's 1-1. This one kind of got away from Fulton early on. The Hoppers just continuing to put their foot on the gas. Scored 1 in the third, and they've got 1 here. Runners on the corners trying to extend this lead. Runner at first is going. Ball fouled off down the third base side. 1-2. Johnson had taken off for second. A little hit and run going there for the Hoptown Hoppers. See if they do it again. Jocelyn checks first. Pitches home. Curveball's fouled off. He just got a piece of it, so he's hanging in there like a loose tooth. That's what my buddy Stevie Tucker would always say during the basketball games. Stevie, if you're listening, I gave you credit. So 1-2 the count now. Mealer on deck for Hoptown. This one's ripped down third, and they almost get the tag out there. Eddington had to stay where he was. Evan Jacob will go down to second on the ground out as Causey made a nice backhanded play and just about was able to tag out Eddington there, but then had enough time to get Johnson across the field. So 2 gone, now runners on second and third for Hoptown, and here's Mealer. Grounded out to first his last time, but that first time up back in the first had a 3-run homer over the right field wall. Laser shot, looking to add to his RBI count here. They don't want to mess around much. High and outside is the first offering to the lefty. Hoppers lead 7-1, 2 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Jocelyn looks in, now pitches. This one's fouled straight back, out of play. Hoptown needs a couple more runs here, really get interesting. Maybe shorten this game tonight to a 7-inning contest. This one's ripped back up the middle, and it's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs are going to come in to score. And we do get 2 on this on a 2-run single by Brennan Mealer. He's now got 5 RBIs tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tell you what, he got all that one too. Just a line drive right back up the middle. And 2 runs come in as Eddington and Jacob score. Hoppers now lead 9-1. And here's Gavin Powell. He homered his last time up over into right field. Opposite field shot, solo shot back in the third. Former Hoptown High star. And he hits this one to third, past the third baseman. A base hit here. Mealer will stop at second. And Gavin Powell just turned on that one. And the Hoppers are really hitting the ball tonight. And that brings up Hayden Hunt. Grounded out sharply to shortstop his last time up. Hit into a fielder's choice back in the first. Scored back in the first. Hopper's already with 9 hits in this one and 9 runs. Hunt trying to add to it. Jocelyn's pitch, strike on the outside corner. Hunt didn't like it. I might have to agree. 0-1 the count. Jocelyn looks in, pitches here. Nearly, it does hit him. Hits him right in the shoulder. So Hunt reaches first, and the bases are loaded for the Hoppers. So Hunt's hit by the pitch, and that's going to bring up Caden Slaughter. Slaughter's 1 for 2 tonight. Made a good play at second as well, and he's got a stolen base on the night. Flew out to right field, hit a ball a long way. That Lott made a running catch on back in the 3rd inning. This one's outside for ball 1. He's the 8th man up in this inning. Nobody working for Fulton in the pen. I do see somebody getting up to stretch. Not throwing yet. So Jocelyn's going to hang in there until he can. This one's hit high and deep into right field. Lott will camp underneath it and make the play. And the Hoppers are gone here in the 4th, but not before they get 3 more runs. As the Hoppers, as we check our Michael Venables State Farm scoreboard, lead Fulton 9-1 as we go to the top of the 5th. You're listening to Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, this is Chance Todd from Somerset, Kentucky. We would not have Hoppers Baseball without the following businesses. Please support our season sponsors: Nate Craig and Associates, Walmart DC, HBN Contracting, J. Schrecker Jewelry, the WHOP family of stations, and Optimize You. Thank you, and go Hoppers.
.3 The Farm, playing country favorites for Hopkinsville and Crofton. The Farm.
Hoppers push their lead out to 9-1 with 3 more runs there in the bottom of the 4th. So we go to the 5th here, and Chase Cameron, Bugs Meadows, and Thomas Kuhn lead off this inning for Fulton, so it'll be 8-9-1 in the lineup. Joe Wilson with you here in the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth at Tiger Field at Hopkinsville High School. Appreciate everybody listening tonight. Also, I want to thank our sponsors for making it possible for us to have this game tonight. Bring it to you. Some scores that I want to get to in the league. Let's see if I can find this as an update. Madisonville leads Paducah 3-1. Full count, and Henderson still tied 1-1. That's up at Henderson, and they are in the bottom of the 4th. Of course, a Henderson loss and a Hoptown win, and the Hoppers are back in first place. 352 folks in the stands tonight to watch the Hoppers tonight. Another good number of folks who came out to watch the team on this host family night. Henley quickly ahead in the count, 0-2 as he blows that one past Chase Cameron. He reached on an error his last time up. He hit a ball into center field, and it was misplayed out there by McGuire, but he swings and misses here and goes down on strikes. Second strikeout in a row for Henley. And Henley's now retired 4 in a row. And here's Bugs Meadows. He flew out to center as well the last time up. Henley rolling along here. Here's a ball popped up first pitch. Moving over on it is Slaughter at second base, and he'll catch it in shallow right. And there's 2 gone. Real quick for Fulton here in the 5th. So Thomas Kuhn, the shortstop, bats here. It'll be his third time up tonight. Reached on an error back in the first. Grounded out to Hayden Hunt on what probably right now what is the best play that we've seen tonight. Pitch on the way is in for a strike at the knees. And last time Kuhn was up, he hit a ball, really was in the shortstop hole over there. Hunt was able to get over, plant that foot, backhand it, make a nice throw to first. Probably the best play we've seen all night. 1-1 the count here on Kuhn. This one in the dirt, and he's ahead in the count 2-1. Still nobody working in the Fulton bullpen down there, so they may just going to ride Joslin until they can't no more. As we said, he entered for Luke Hayner in the first. Hayner had a blister on his finger, had to come out after giving up 4 runs. 9-1 the score now. That one's inside for 3-1 on Kuhn, and he walks him on the next pitch. Kuhn on for the second time tonight. And so then Matt Herlick comes to the plate here, the lefty. Matt into a fielder's choice back in the first inning. Flew out to center back in the third. It's 0 for 2 tonight. Hit the ball hard twice. Nothing to show for it. Pitch on the outside for a strike here. Railroaders trail at 9-1 to the Hoppers. Henley still working here as he started this ball game. Misses there, and it's 1-1. His pitch count probably getting up there pretty good. We'll see if we can find out. Not even worried about the runner on first, and he blows this one right past Herlick, and it's 1-2. Henley now at 74 pitches on the night. Depending on what happens here, you might see him go to the 6th. Comes to a stop, delivers the pitch. This one's fouled off on the left side. Count remains 1-2. Again, Hoptown goes to Henderson tomorrow night, and then Henderson comes here on Friday night. If you think that sounds odd, they're just flip-flopping the schedule around. This one hit high and shallow into center. McGuire coming in, calls everybody off, and he'll make the play. So Fulton gone again here in the 5th. They had no runs, no hits, no errors. There was 1 man left on. We played 4.5. The Hoppers lead 9-1 as we check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Back with more Hoppers baseball after this.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores are their winning team of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
It's an America Drives Toyota summer at Toyota of Hopkinsville. Get 2.99% financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 APR cash on a 26 Tundra. Lease a 26 RAV4 Hybrid LE for only $329 a month. Lease a 26 Corolla LE for just $209 a month. Extra $500 rebate for college and military.
Visit ToyotaofHopkinsville.com to see our complete inventory.
Plus, our certified collision center repairs all automotive brands, and we can bring the service center to you.
Toyota of Hopkinsville. Better deals. And we're closer than you think.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if Auto Owners make sense for you.
95.3 The Farm, your home for country's greatest hits.
Hoppers explode for 5 in the first inning, and they are now leading 9-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And Alex McGuire leads off again. He led off the 4th as the Hoppers put 3 on the board the last inning. He led off with a walk and came around to score. Grounded out to third his first time up. Joe Wilson with you here at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth at Hoptown High School's Tiger Field. Hoptown and Fulton going at it for the 6th time this year. Hoptown's won 4 of the previous 5. First pitch in the dirt. McGuire hitting the count 1-0. Jocelyn finds the strike zone there, though, and it's 1-1. Hoppers chasing that first place in the OVL. Need a win here. McGuire takes a strike there, and it's 1-2. Score remains 1-1 up at Henderson with full count and the Flash. Flash have won 11 straight games to take over first place in the league. That ball is outside, and it's 2-2 to McGuire. Jocelyn comes back again. This one's chopped way up high, but it'll go into foul territory on the third base side. Tell you, the ground must be rock hard down there in front of home plate because a lot of these ground balls will hit, and it's like a super ball. It just goes extremely high up in the air. This one's hit down towards shortstop. It'll take a hop. Coming up with it. Long throw across the field. They won't get him. That's an infield single for Alex McGuire, showing off his wheels. That ball was hit down to short. Kuhn couldn't make the play. Tried to backhand it, but McGuire beats it out over to first base. The Hoppers now with 10 hits in this ball game. We're only in the 5th inning. Back to the top of the lineup we go with Brennan Gibson. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He walked and scored back in the first. He lined out to third base, and then he flew out to left field his last time up. And he hits this one into left, and I mean he torched that one out there too. So a first hit of the night for Gibson. And the Hoppers have runners on first and second here with no out in the 5th. Coming right back at them. Fulton with nobody up in the pen. Gabe Eddington bats here. He's 2 for 2. Hit by a pitch his last time up. He scored 2 runs. Playing right field tonight for the Hoppers. Thought we might see him bunt here, and he is going to square around. Tries to lay one down the first base side, but it goes foul. May have punched that one a little too hard, too. That might have ended up badly if that had stayed fair. Could have ended up in a double play. Gonna have to deaden that a little better. 0-1 the count to Eddington. Steps back into the box. Hitting the elbow his last time up. He does wear the guard. So that must be something that happens quite a bit with him. He is pretty close to that line up there. He is going to square around to bunt again. Puts it right in front of home plate. Beautiful play. They're going to go to third, though. And they will get the runner at third. That ball just bounced right in front of home plate, straight up to the catcher. And Bowman makes a great throw to third. So Eddington's on the fielder's choice. Gibson moves down to second. McGuire erased at third base on the fielder's choice. Don't see the fielder's choice 2-5 very often, but did in that case. So Evan Jacob bats here, and how about Evan tonight? Ground rule double and a single. Couple of RBIs on the night. Flew out to right his other time up. Oh, 1 the count. Pitches here. Ripped down third, just foul. That one had extra bases written all over it. Hooked foul just at the last moment. He's quickly behind the count, 0-2. He wouldn't mind another hit right here, keep his night going. Jocelyn checks the runner at second. He'll come set. Pitch on the way. In the dirt, blocked by Bowman. That kept runners from moving up. And it's 1-2 as Jacob doesn't go for it. So we told you, Evan coming in batting .292 on the season. He's going to have that average go up tonight. Jocelyn's pitch here hit Deep into the left center gap. Over to catch the ball is the center fielder, Herlick. He'll get it in quickly, and the runners will stay. And there's 2 gone here in the 5th for the Hoppers. Good job by Herlick getting over on a quick jump off the bat. That had trouble written all over it. So here's Nick Johnson. Struck out twice tonight, hit a grounder to third his last time up. Nick's looking to get off the collar here tonight. 2 out, runners on first and second. Hoppers lead 9-1. Ball hit right back up, hits the pitcher, ricochets into right field. 1 run will score. The other runner will move to third, and Jocelyn is hurt. That ball really got a piece of right in the thigh and ricocheted into right field. So a base hit and an RBI for Johnson, but they're going to have to come out and look at Jocelyn. Of course, Jocelyn entered the game in the first inning after Hayner was injured. And that one did not feel good. Here's the trainer coming out to look at him again. The RBI went right up the middle, then bounced into right field. Brennan Gibson scored on the play. It's 10-1 Hoppers. Eddington moved over to third. Johnson at first, but they're going to take a look at Jocelyn. He's going to try to stay in the game. They're going to give him a chance to have some practices. But I'll tell you what, that ball was tattooed and went right to, took a couple of hops and off of his thigh and right out into right field. He may be okay for the moment, but he's going to feel that one in the morning for sure. When he gets off the bus tonight, Fulton on that long ride back, he better have some ice ready to go. Umpire says he looks like he's okay, so we're going to let him go. So Hoppers lead now 10-1 here in the 5th. And here comes Brennan Mealer. And boy, that's not who you want to see if you're a Railroaders fan right now. 5 RBIs tonight, has a 3-run homer, a 2-run single, and he grounded out to first. How about that? If he'd have a 6 RBI, how about that? 6 RBIs, that's what I had my senior year. Ball in the dirt. 1-0 the count. Eddington at second. Eddington at third. Johnson at first. And the pitch here is outside, and it's 1-1 now to Mealer. Maybe one get to the backstop here. See if Eddington could get in here and make it 11-1. 10-run rule effect in 7 innings. Swing and a miss here as Mealer swings over top, and it's 1-2. Big lefty. Trying to make it another big night. Already had a big night. Pitch on the way here is outside. 2-2. His home run in the first, just a line shot over the right field wall. Gave the Hoppers a lot of juice, and it was 4-0 at that point. Then his 2-run single back in the 4th. And he swings and misses at this one. So the count is full. On the board, they had 2 strikes earlier on, but must have been a ball at some point. So now the count full on Mealer. 2 out here in the 5th. This one, he does swing over this one and gets him on the strikeout. So the Hoppers get another run here in the 5th. And we go to the top of the 6th as we check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Hoptown 10, Fulton 1. Back with more Hoptown Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
No matter what you've been through, All Clean to the rescue.
Has your home or business suffered from water damage? How about fire damage to your home? Even if you just need the carpets cleaned, All Clean Services has you covered. All Clean takes pride in the work they do, assuring you quality service. Stop by the office Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 or call 270-889-9645. All Clean Services, 2414 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville.
Putting your world back together. All Clean.
Hi, this is Hopper Hudson Hamilton from Granbury, Texas. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors, the Hopkinsville YMCA, Pennyroyal Interiors, Stockton Mortgage, Visit Hopkinsville, All Clean Services, and AKS Flooring and Camo Caravan. Go Hoppers!
Playing the greatest country hits of all time. WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville. 95.3 The Farm.
We go to the top of the sixth here at Tiger Stadium, and Hoptown Hoppers lead Fulton 10-1. A couple other scores to tell you about in the league, one of which is extremely important to Hoptown fans, and that's Full Count and Henderson. They're up at Henderson right now in the bottom of the fifth. Flash have runners on first and third with 2 out. The game tied 1-1. Henderson's won 11 straight. They lead the Hoppers by a half game in the OVL standings. The other score tonight, Madisonville leads Paducah 3-1, and that's over at Brooks Stadium. Madisonville needs a win, and Fulton lost to get out of the cellar in this league. First batter up, Zaid Diaz. He struck out twice tonight. He's going against our starter, Heath Henley, who's still in there. This one's ripped into right, and that one might not be in the ballpark. It is gone. Just like that, Diaz with a solo home run over the right field wall. And forget about those first 2 at-bats where he looked pretty bad, to be honest with you. He just absolutely jacked that one right out of here. And taking his time around the bases, too. I don't know about how everybody feels about that, but some people don't like it. So here's Nick Causey. Score now 10-2. Causey's 1 for 2 tonight. He popped out to short back in the first inning and then had a single to lead off the fourth. And takes one high and tight here. As I said, a lot of celebration on that home run there when you're down 10-2. I'm not sure that goes over real well in the Hoppers dugout. First pitch high and tight. Second one in for a strike. It might be a little message there. Back in the old days, these two teams did not like each other at all. A lot of times this league first started, the Hoppers first got in it. And there were a couple of dust-ups between these teams, especially in the championship series one year. 2-1 the count now to Causey. This one's high and tight, and it's 3-1. Hoppers have nobody in the pen. I do see a few people down there stretching. Nobody throwing yet. Henley comes back here. This one's popped straight up. I think that might hit the scoreboard. We're going to find out. Nope, just missed us. But the count now full on Causey. Third baseman's made a couple of good plays down there tonight. Henley trying to get him here. Pitch on the way. This one's fouled off as well. Causey staying alive up there. Hoppers with 10 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors tonight. Fulton with 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. This one's hit down toward third, backhanded by Powell. Long throw across the diamond, and the former Hoptown Tiger takes care of him here for the first out in the 6th. Nice play by Gavin Powell there. And there's one gone. So Jacob Lott bats here. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to second, flew out to left. Lott came into this ball game hitting .209. Steps in from the left side here. Hits first pitch down and past second baseman Caden Slaughter into right field, so a base hit for Lott. It's the 4th hit of the night for the Railroaders, the 2nd this inning, as Diaz led off with a solo home run. So Ellis Hurt bats here with 1 out. Hoptown leads 10-2. Hurt's the DH tonight, hitting at .250 on the season. Struck out his first time up, flew out to the left last time, and he swings at the first pitch and pops this one up on the infield. And Hayden Hunt will take care of that one for the second out. Almost looked like Hayden almost was going to drop that to see if they could get the double play, but he put it away, and there's two gone. So everybody's swinging on first pitches here. So Jeremiah Bowman will come to the plate. Bowman had a single back in the second inning and scored on a wild, after moving over on a wild pitch. Here's a ball just ripped into left, coming in on it and making the play on a nice job there is Brennan Gibson with a running catch. And Fulton is retired, but they get a run on a couple of hits here in the sixth. We've played 5.5. Checking the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard, Hoptown 10, Fulton 2. Back with more Hoptown Hoppers baseball after this.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
With fly and pink eye season upon us, Southern States Cooperative in Hopkinsville and Cadiz now offers Southern States Senegar, a beef cattle mineral. This mineral is exclusive to Southern States Cooperative and contains cinnamon, garlic, and a larvicide, and is available in non-medicated or medicated, VFD required, to help keep the flies and pests away. Stop by Southern States Cooperative, 1106 West 15th Street in Hopkinsville, or 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz, providing quality service and products since 1947.
The Hoptown Hoppers and Sunflower make a great combination. The Hoppers provide excitement on the baseball field. Sunflower scores are their winning game of self-rising flour for baking biscuits and cakes. Self-rising cornmeal mix for great cornbread, plus sunflower grits. See the Hoppers home games and see the Sunflower Twins. Sunflower self-rising flour, sunflower self-rising cornmeal mix, plus sunflower grits at your grocers and on your table. Sunflower, for mighty fine baking every time.
95.3 The Farm.
New pitcher into the ballgame for Fulton is Lucas Granero. He replaces Troy Jocelyn. Jocelyn hit with a line drive back up the middle the last time up, but finished out the inning, but he is not back now. So Lucas Granero takes over for him. See if we can get you a line on Jocelyn. Jocelyn, of course, had to replace Luke Hayner, who had a blister on his finger come up in the first inning. Jocelyn had to come in basically with very little warm-up. And he went 4 2/3 innings, gave up 5 earned runs, struck out 2 and walked 1, 9 hits. Let's see if we can find some numbers for Granero for you here, as Hoptown will send up Gavin Powell. Also, Hayden Hunt and Caden Slaughter due up this inning. Powell hit a solo homer back in the third inning to lead off to make it 6-1. It's actually 2 for 2 tonight. Has a single and a home run. And he's quickly ahead in the count here, 2-0. See if we can find some numbers here for Granero. See if I can find him. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 2-1 on Powell now. Actually not seeing anything on Granero. There he is. It's his first action tonight, and he hits Powell on top of the helmet. So Powell struck by the pitch for the second time tonight, and that one didn't feel very good. Hit him right on the crown of the helmet. So he reaches first. Granero has played 1 game, but no stats to really show of him. Gave up a run, earned run, 3 walks. Does not have any strikeouts, so he hadn't pitched much. His first pitch here to Hunt is outside for ball 1. So the local connection trying to get the Hoppers going here in the 6th. leading 10-2. Strike on the outside corner to Hunt, and it's 1-1. Pitch on the way here, and it's high and tight to Hunt, and it's now 2-1 on the count. Not much of a lead down at first base for Powell. Hunt takes a strike there. Looked kind of high, but called strike, and it's 2-2. It's kind of been the way it's been for Hunt since he joined the Hoppers. It seems like borderline pitches are all going against him. But on this one, he's taking it in the dirt, and it's 3-2. Boy, you get Hunt and Powell on for Caden Slaughter. It's a good start to the inning for the Hoppers here in the 6th, leading 10-2. See what he can do here. Pitch on the way. And Hunt swings at the high heat. Can't catch up, and a strikeout for the first out of the inning here. And so Caden Slaughter will bat this time with 1 out and a man on first. He had a single back in the first. He's flown out deep to right field twice. Everything going out tonight toward right field for sure. It seems to be carrying well out there. No wind, though. Almost threw it past the catcher there. Slaughter ahead in the count 1-0. Bowman does a good job getting out there and stopping that. Powell still over at first base. Average lead. Slider outside, and it's 2-0. Hoptown scored 5 in the first, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. They lead 10-2. This one's fouled off. That one hit up the pole and bounced back out on the field. You don't see that very often. What are the odds? One of the poles holding up the net. 2-1 the count. Home runs tonight by Brennan Mueller, a 3-run homer, and then Gavin Powell had a solo shot tonight for the Hoppers. Runner going. It's a called strike. The throw is down there. Not in time. Gets into center field, but Powell will stay where he is. A stolen base for Powell. Slaughter took a called strike, and it's 2-2. Base hitter here might score Powell, who's pretty quick himself. A lot of speed on the Hoppers roster this summer. And the pitch here is hit, chopped over the pitcher's head. Going to be a tough play. Second baseman comes, tries to make the throw, throws it away. 1 run will score. Slaughter will stay at first, but Powell scores on it. I'm going to say that's a single, and we're going to give him an RBI for it. Runner did not move up, so I'm not giving him an error. We'll see what the official score does, but that ball took a high hop right in front of home plate and went over top of Granero. Bugs Meadows came in to try to make the play, but not enough on it. Powell scores to make it 11-2, Hoppers. And Alex McGuire bats here for Hoptown. He's walked, he had a single, grounded out to third tonight. 1 out for the Hoppers here. And there's a strike there, and that one also looked a little high as well. Thought McGuire might think about laying one down here. Third baseman back near the bag, but did not. And it's 1-1 the count now on the Hoppers center fielder. We're almost 2 hours into this one. Hoppers lead 11-2. We're in the 6th. Runner going to go. Throw's going to be down there in time, and they got him. Slaughter caught stealing. And there's 2 gone here in the 6th. I think the pitch was a ball, but I don't know that for sure because nobody's put it up, and I didn't see what the umpire said. But I think it's 2-1 on McGuire. Arrow's other pitch is outside corner, so it's 2-2 now on McGuire. Bowman had a nice throw down there a minute ago. Slaughter caught easily. trying to swipe the base, and then McGuire strikes out here for the third out, but the Hoppers get another. We've played 6 as we check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. It's Hoptown 11, Fulton 2. Back with more Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
Looking for a personal way to shop for furniture? Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress now offers Furniture by Appointment, an exclusive experience designed around you. Every Monday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Enjoy one-on-one assistance and a quiet showroom to find the perfect pieces for your home. We make shopping comfortable and stress-free. Call or text 270-886-8121 today for your personalized appointment.
Paying your electric bill just got easier with Pennyrile Electric. Skip the hassle and choose what works best for you. Pay online through the member portal at precc.com, use the mobile PRECC app, or set up automatic payments so you never miss a due date. Prefer to pay in person? Visit a 24-hour kiosk or stop by a Pennyrile Electric location near you. With Pennyrile Electric, convenience is always on. Pennyrile Electric, powering your life your way.
With fly and pink eye season upon us, Southern States Cooperative in Hopkinsville and Cadiz now offers Southern States Senegar, a beef cattle mineral. This mineral is exclusive to Southern States Cooperative and contains cinnamon, garlic, and a larvicide, and is available in non-medicated or medicated, VFD required, to help keep the flies and pests away. Stop by Southern States Cooperative, 1106 West 15th Street in Hopkinsville, or 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz, providing quality service and products since 1947.
Welcome back to Tiger Field here at Hopkinsville High School.
95.3 The Farm.
A little delayed action there on something that I pushed about 20 seconds ago. Thomas Forehand will enter the game to pitch for Hoptown here in the 7th inning. You probably remember Thomas. I think he's played here before as well. And see if we can get you some stats on Heath Henley, who started this game, went 6 innings. Heath pitched very well tonight. See if I can get this to come up here for you real quick. Forehand's going to take on Chase Cameron first. 8, 9, and 1 in the lineup for Fulton, so it'll be Cameron, Meadows, and Kuhn. First pitch is inside for a ball. Henley went 6 innings, struck out 5, walked 1, gave up 1 earned run. This ball is just tattooed down the right side. That's going to end up somebody's backyard over there on Springmont. And it counts 1-1. Henley gave up 4 hits. One of those was a solo homer back in the last inning to Zaid Diaz. Misses outside here, Forehand. Behind the count, 2-1 to Cameron. Cameron reached on an error back in the 2nd inning on an error in center field. Struck out back in the 5th. 0 for 2 tonight. Forehand. This one's hit hard and deep into right field. Going back on it. Not sure he's going to be able to make it, but yes, he will. At the fence, Gabe Eddington hauls it in. That one looked like it had trouble all over it when it jumped off the bat. Goes down as a long out. Looks like an F9 in the book, no matter where it goes. 1 out for Fulton here in the 7th. Everybody in the park was holding their breath there. They thought that one was gone. So did I. Bugs Meadows bats here. He flew out to center. He's popped out to 2nd. Takes a strike here. Forehand, a left-handed pitcher, or right-handed pitcher. He just got here for the Hoppers. And he's ahead in the count here, 0-2, as Meadows hits one down the left field line, foul. Good game for Meadows, or for Forehand to get in with a big lead like 11-2. And he strikes him out. Nice pitch there. I don't know what that was, but took a little off of it. And Meadows swung over top, and there's 2 gone here in the 7th. So here comes Thomas Kuhn. Thomas has had a Interesting night. He grounded out. He hit a squibbler down to short to start the game. It got underneath the glove of Hayden Hunt, and then Hayden got him back in the third inning with a really nice play in the hole. Maybe our defensive play of the game. And then Kuhn was able to walk his last time up. He's ahead in the count now, 1-0. Matt Herlick waits on deck for Fulton. Forehand. Kind of an awkward delivery. Ball hit down towards second. Good play there by Slaughter, and he'll throw him out at first. Good play there. Caden had to go way over to his left, and he makes the play. It's a 1-2-3 inning for forehand and the Hoppers. And as we check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Hoptown 11, Fulton 2. Back with more Hoppers baseball after this.
Hi, this is Hopper Evan Jacob. I am from Chalmette, Louisiana. I'm excited to be in Hobsonville as a member of the 2026 Hoptown Hoppers. Join me in thanking our season sponsors, the Conrad family, Sheriff Tyler DeArmond, Kite Home Design and Lumber, First Choice Lawn and Gardens, Holiday Inn and Suites of Hopkinsville, and White's Auto Mall. Go Hoppers!
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, Jay's Record Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jaysrecordjewelry.com. Jay's Record Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
It's an America Drives Toyota summer at Toyota of Hopkinsville. Get 2.99% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 APR cash on a 26 Tundra. Lease a 26 RAV4 Hybrid LE for only $329 a month. Lease a 26 Corolla LE for just $209 a month. Extra $500 rebate for college and military.
Visit ToyotaofHopkinsville.com to see our complete inventory.
Plus, our certified collision center repairs all automotive brands, and we can bring the service center to you.
Toyota of Hopkinsville. Better deals. And we're closer than you think.
95.3 The Farm. Playing country favorites for Hopkinsville, Oak Grove, and Fort Campbell.
Easton Sullivan, the right-hander for Fulton, will come into pitch here in the 7th inning for the Railroaders. Sullivan's had a lot of action this year. So we kind of checked to see what their stats are on him. He's going to face Brennan Gibson, Gabe Eddington, and Evan Jacob here, 1, 2, and 3 in the Hoppers lineup in the 7th. Sullivan usually plays in the field for Fulton. Hasn't been a lot on the mound this year. Only an inning, only 1/3 of an inning so far, but in here to try to shut down the Hoppers in the 7th. First 2 pitches miss, and he's behind in the count to Gibson. 2-0. Gibson's had a big night. Walked his first time up. Scored. Hit a screamer down to third base for his first out of the night. Hit a deep fly ball to left back in the 4th, and then had a single in the 5th. He's ahead in the count here, 3-0. Trying to get on with a leadoff. He swings here and pops it up into right field on the 3-0 count, and it'll be caught right on the line over there by Jacob Lott. And 1 away for the Hoppers here in the 7th. So here's Gabe Eddington. Gabe's had a single back in the 1st. He had a single in the 2nd. Hit by a pitch in the 4th. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the 5th. Scored 2 runs tonight. Got a couple of stolen bases on the night as well. First pitch is a ball. Second one also out of the zone. 2-0. Pitch on the way. In for a strike. 2-1. Gibson would probably like to have that pitch he fouled off back. Ahead in the count 3-1. Sullivan comes in throws one right down the pipe there, and it's 2-2 on Eddington. Gabe trying to get on base here. He walks. Nope, that's ball 3. Sorry about that. Full count now. Getting ahead of myself. He fouls this one off, spoils a nice pitch there by Sullivan. It remains in. Madisonville leads Paducah 4-1 tonight in Paducah. Full count in Henderson, still locked up in a 1-1 tie. Sullivan comes back here outside corner and catches Eddington looking, and there's 2 gone here for the Hoppers in the 7th. So here's Evan Jacob with 2 gone. The Hoppers were hoping they could put this thing away with the 10-run rule, but Sullivan had other ideas. So he sets down the first 2 Hoppers in order. Misses here to Jacob. Jacob had a ground rule double in the first inning. He had a single back in the 4th. He's got a couple of RBIs tonight. Flew out to right, flew out to center his other 2 times up. 1-1 the count now as he swings through that one. Sullivan's pitch here outside. It's 2-1. Sullivan, the 4th Railroaders pitcher tonight, misses high, and it's 3-1. So we said it was kind of a tough night for Luke Hayner. He started the game, got a blister in the first inning. Troy Joslin had to come in and relieve. Here's a ball chopped short, and they'll make the play easily, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Hoppers in the 7th. As we check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard, after 7, Hoptown 11 and Fulton 2. Back with more Hoppers baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Raymond Nelson Insurance, 3205 Lafayette Road in Hopkinsville, if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, this is Mark Harmon from Louisville, Kentucky. On behalf of all of the 2026 Hoptown Hoppers, I would like to say thank you to all of our fans, families, supporters, and especially our host families. We love the game of baseball, and we appreciate all of you for helping us to pursue our baseball dreams. Once again, to all of Hopper Nation, thank you, and we hope to see you all at the ballpark. Go Hoppers!
Hi, this is Hopper Carter Ross from Somerset, Kentucky. Please join me in thanking our season sponsors: Huggart, Beard and Giles Funeral Home, Jones Brothers Towing and Trucking, Chick-fil-A, Arnold Farms, Workman's Auto Glass, Planters Bank, and the Hopkinsville Lions Club. Go Hoppers!
.3 The Farm, playing country favorites for Hopkinsville and Crofton. The Farm.
Thomas Forehand back in for his 2nd inning of work for the Hoppers here in the top of the 8th. They lead 11-2 over Fulton. Joe Wilson with you at the Chick-fil-A broadcast booth here at Hoptown High School's Tiger Field. Matt Herlick, Zaid Diaz, and Nick Causey will bat this inning for Fulton. Fulton coming into this ball game 4-15 on the year. I'm sorry, 5-14. 5-14 on the year. This ball is hit way back into right field, and so long. Solo home run for Matt Herlick on the very first pitch here in the 8th. Almost an identical shot as Zaid Diaz's shot back in the 6th. No doubter, though, for Herlick. And it makes it 11-3. The Hoppers lead now at 8. And now Diaz will take his turn at the plate. No, 15. We got a new batter, I believe it's 15. Diaz was 14, so let me see if I can find it. I think they got a pinch hitter in there. He swings at the first pitch and nubs it foul on the left side. See if we can find out who number 15 is for you. It is Zayed Diaz. They had him as 14 on earlier in the game, but he is 15. So Zayed Diaz is the batter. And it's 1-1 the count now on Diaz. He absolutely crushed one back in the 6th to lead off to make it a 10-2 game at the time. Heading the count now 2-1. He struck out his first 2 times up. Didn't really look too good the first 2 times up, but made up for it with one swing back in the 6th. And it's a 2-1 count here. Swing and a miss on the curveball. 2-2 the count. Of course, Hopper's giving him a hard time because he hit the home run and then danced around the bases and bent over and touched home plate with his hand, and they didn't appreciate that very much. Off-speed offering here outside for ball 3, and the count's full on Diaz. Nick Causey waits on deck for Fulton. We got a lot of work to do if they're going to come back, but hey, it's the OVL. Anything can happen. Forehands pitch on the way. This one's popped up. Will it stay in? Gavin Powell giving it a chase over on the third base side and will not have room. So out of play there just a bit. Gavin had about 6-8 more feet. He'd have been able to make that play. But as is, the count remains at 3-2. Forehand taking a long time, shaking off a couple of different signals. Now Diaz wants a timeout at the plate. Forehand back on now on the rubber. Diaz back in the batter's box. And here we go. Pitch on the way. Curveball ripped into the right field and just hooking foul. And I mean, that one was given a ride too. 2 balls in a row just absolutely roasted into right field down there. One of them fair for a homer. That one just misses the home run. Forehand trying to get him out here. And the pitch. Curveball misses outside and a walk issued to Diaz. So a home run and now a walk, and Nick Causey bats. No out here in the top of the 8th. Hoppers lead 11-3. Causey popped out to shortstop. Had a base hit into left. He fouls this one off. He also grounded out to third tonight. Diaz is a threat to run down at first base as well. He's getting a pretty good lead down there at first base. Hopper's holding him on. Forehand looks over. He'll come set. And the pitch on the way to the plate. Curveball swung at and missed by Causey. It's 0-2. Hoppers lead by 8, 11-3 here in the top of the 8th inning. No out, man on first. Pitch here from Forehand. He hits. Oh, thought it hit him, but it did not. Somehow it missed Causey. 1-2. One and two the count. Forehand delivers. Curveball popped up, and it'll be out of play. Fulton does have someone up in the bullpen working down there. Count remains at 1-2 to Causey. Beautiful Wednesday night. Good night for baseball. Not too hot. Enjoy it now because next week is going to be a roaster. Big lead as Diaz takes another couple of steps. Forehand misses inside, and it's 2-2. Umpire's not giving that call all night. Doesn't look like he's going to start now. Needs to get an out right here. Pitch on the way, outside for ball 3. Nobody working in the Hoppers bullpen either. This game is kind of grinded to a slowdown. Diaz at first, pitch on the way on the 3-2 count, and he walked him. 2 walks in a row now by forehand. And runners on first and second, and that's going to bring up Jacob Lott. Lott's 1 for 3 tonight. No out here in the 8th. Hoppers with an 8-run lead. It's been all Hoppers, but starting to feel a little different now. Fulton shut down the Hoppers in the 7th and has led off with a home run here. And then followed it up with 2 walks. And a ball here to Lott to start him off. It's 1-0. Ellis Hurt waits on deck for Fulton. As we've said before, no run safe in the OVL for sure. Forehand checks the runner at second. Delivers to the plate. This one just absolutely torched into right field. I don't know if it's going to hold it. Gone. 3-run home run for Jacob Lott. The second homer of this inning, and here comes Fulton. Jacob Lott with a 3-run home run over the right field fence. And the Hoppers' big lead is gone as we're now at 11-6 here in the 8th. Forehand's given up 2 homers and 4 runs in this inning. Nobody in the Hoptown pen yet. And here comes Ellis Hurt. This game looked like it was going to be over in 7, and all of a sudden, Fulton back in it here in the 8th. And now the Hoppers are going to go talk to Forehand here, as they're going to give. They've got somebody up working, and are going to buy a little time here and talk a little bit. So here's what's happened. So the Hoppers scored 5 in the first, and they added 1 in the third to take a 6-1 lead. They had 3 in the fourth to take a 9-1 lead. Zayed Diaz hit a home run in the 6th to make it 9-2, and then the Hoppers get another one in the 6th to make it 10-2. Another one in the the 5th to get 10-2, and then another one in the 6th to make it 11-2. And all of a sudden, Herlick leads off with a homer this inning, and then 2 walks and then a 3-run homer by Jacob Lott. All of them in the right, both of the home runs coming in the right field side. And we've gone now from 11-2 to 11-6, no outs here in the 8th. And Ellis Hurt will bat. Forehand will stay in. I think that was all just a matter of trying to give him some time in the bullpen to warm up. Also, more bad news if you're a Hoppers fan. Henderson leads full count 3-1 now. So all things going south for the Hoppers at the moment. Forehand struggling now. 2-0 the count to Hurt, who struck out his first time up, flew out to left and flew out to shortstop. But ahead 2-0. Pitch here. He reaches out, taps one over the pitcher's head. Hunt charges, not going to be able to get him. Hunt throws it into right field, and Hurt's going to move all the way over as it's going to be an infield single and then the error on the throw. Boy, I tell you what, the wheels are starting to come apart here for the Hoppers. Jeremiah Bowman will bat. That ball wasn't hit very hard, just got over top of Forehand at the mound. Hunt charges, makes the play. And now we're going to have a pitching change as Chris Benny's seen enough. And Thomas Forehand will leave. Gave up 4. He's responsible for the runner at second. And while we're having a pitching change, we're going to take a break as Hoppers lead, checking the Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. 11-6, but it's getting interesting here in the 8th. Back with more after this.
It's an America Drives Toyota summer at Toyota of Hopkinsville. Get 2.99% financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 APR cash on a 26 Tundra. Lease a 26 RAV4 Hybrid LE for only $329 a month. Lease a 26 Corolla LE for just $209 a month. Extra $500 rebate for college and military.
Visit ToyotaofHopkinsville.com to see our complete inventory.
Plus, our certified collision center repairs all automotive brands, and we can bring the service center to you.
Toyota of Hopkinsville. Better deals. And we're closer than you think.
Looking to transform your home? Welcome to AKS Flooring, your one-stop shop for all your home design needs. From stunning hardwood and luxurious carpets to stylish tiles and vinyl, we've got the perfect floor for every room. But that's not all. Our experts can help with custom countertops, beautiful backsplashes, and all your design essentials. AKS Flooring and Design Center, 2414 Fort Campbell Boulevard in Hopkinsville, or online at aksflooring.com. AKS Flooring, where your dream home begins.
No matter what you've been through, All Clean to the rescue.
So why should you choose All Clean Services? They offer prompt 24/7 response. They're licensed, insured, and bonded. They're experienced at working with insurance companies. They're professional and courteous. Look them up today at allcleanservices.com.
Putting your world back together. All Clean.
95.3 The Farm, your home for country's greatest hits.
Chance Sweeney enters the ball game for the Hoptown Hoppers here in the 8th. No outs, as Fulton has put 4 on the board, and they also have a runner on second base. And they brought Sweeney in to try to shut this down for the Hoppers. Tall right-hander. But Hoptown was comfortably leading this game most of the night, and then all of a sudden Fulton's come alive here in the 8th. Sweeney's pitched 3 1/3 innings this year. No record to show of it. Giving up 2 runs. Struck out 2, walked 1. Has an ERA of 5.4. Right-hander, and he's going to go against Jeremiah Bowman with no outs and a man on second here in the 8th. The Hoptown Hoppers lead 11-6. Sweeney checks the runner, delivers to the plate, misses low, and it's 1-0. How we got here, I don't know. It was 11-2. Everything was moving right, 11-3, moving right along, and then all of a sudden, bam. I do know how. It was a 3-run shot by Jacob Lott and a solo shot by Matt Herlick. And that's how we got here. Strike here, 1-1 the count to Bowman. 7th man in the lineup for Fulton. 1 for 3 on the night. Hurt at second base. And Sweeney on the mound for Hoptown. Pitch is popped up and out of play. And it's 1-2. You know, they call them the cardiac kids. Normally they're the ones with the rally, but all of a sudden it's happening to them. Fulton's putting it on them right now. As we told you a minute ago, Henderson has taken a 3-1 lead late in the game against full count. They're looking for their 12th straight win. This one goes behind the head of the pitcher of Bowman, or the batter of Bowman. 2-2, the count. Powell deep at third base. Mueller really deep over at first base, protecting those lines. Sweeney misses high here, and it's a full count. Hoppers gave up 6 in an inning the other night, late in the game, and fell in that one. Trying to hold on here. Sweeney comes set, pitch on the way. Is hit into shallow left. Hunt calls it. Now Gavin Powell calls everybody off from over at third base and makes the play. And that was needed. And there's one gone here, and that brings up Chase Cameron. Cameron, the left-handed batter, reached on an error back in the 2nd, struck out in the 5th, flew out deep into right field back in the 7th. Almost a ball. I think Park was going to hold it. Sweeney works against him here with 1 out. Pitch on the way. Swings over top. Strike 1. Bugs Meadows waits on deck, hoping to get a chance to drive in a few more runs for Fulton. 0-1 the count now to Cameron. This one inside and almost gets away, though. Evan Jacob had to check his mitt to make sure it was there. And, in fact, Hurt thought it had gotten past him, too. He was about headed to third base. 1-1 the count. And the pitch on the way. Fouled off the end of the bat. That's 1-2. Chance Sweeney, the third Hoptown pitcher of the night. Heath Henley went 6 innings, strong innings for Hoptown. Thomas Forehand ran into trouble here in the 8th. Sweeney checks the runner at second, comes set, pitch on the way. Right down the pipe and catches Cameron. Locked him up, struck him out looking, and there's 2 gone. I don't know what he was looking for, but that's not what it was, and he locked him up there for the strikeout. 2 gone now for Bugs Meadows. Bugs is 0 for 3 tonight. Flew out to center, flew out to second, struck out his last time up. He is the 8th man to come to the plate this inning for the Railroaders. Sweeney misses outside, and it's 1-0. "11-6 is your score. Hoptown hanging on here in the 8th. Fulton making a charge late. Man on second with 2 out. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1 now. Sweeney starting to find his groove just a little bit as he's replaced Forehand. Crowd getting into it a little bit here. A little nervous. 2-1 the count. He misses high and outside there. Meadows wouldn't go for that high heat. Heading the count 2-1. As we said, 2 out here in the 8th. Sweeney comes set. Pitch on the way. Outside corner for a strike. 2-2. Hoptown crowd a little nervous in the stands here. They'd like to see us get out of this right here, maybe get a few more on in the bottom of the 8th. A little insurance. Got to get this man right here. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Meadows goes down on strikes. So Chance Sweeney comes in and retires Fulton with 3 straight batters after they score 4 and cut the lead to 11-6 as we check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Back with the bottom of the 8th. You're listening to Hoptown Hoppers Baseball on 95.3 The Farm.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
With fly and pink eye season upon us, Southern States Cooperative in Hopkinsville and Cadiz now offers Southern States Senegar, a beef cattle mineral. This mineral is exclusive to Southern States Cooperative and contains cinnamon, garlic, and a larvicide, and is available in non-medicated or medicated, VFD required, to help keep the flies and pests away. Stop by Southern States Cooperative, 1106 West 15th Street in Hopkinsville, or 2829 Hopkinsville Road in Cadiz, providing quality service and products since 1947.
Whether it's Planters Bank's main campus in downtown Hopkinsville, Planters' investment in the latest electronic technologies, or their bankers eager to help you, Planters Bank provides the convenience and access to be the perfect financial partner. If you're looking for a bank with the best access in downtown Hopkinsville, stop by and see the great things you can expect at Planters Bank, including downtown Hopkinsville drive-through banking and ATM. Expect great things at Planters Bank. Equal housing opportunity and member FDIC.
95.3 The Farm.
Will O'Brien takes over for Fulton here in the bottom of the 8th. And Will has a right-hander, and let's see what we've got for him on the pitching for this year. I would think we've seen him before a couple times. Will has pitched 5 2/3 innings. 0-1 on the year. given up 4 runs, walked 6, and struck out 6, has an ERA of 4.94. He will face Nick Johnson to start off this inning. I believe we have a pinch hitter, though. See here. Yeah, we do. Chance Sweeney in to pinch hit, and he swings at the first pitch and drives it up the middle for a base hit. So Chance Sweeney comes in and does it for the mound, and then comes up with a base hit on his first pitch he sees. Drives it back up the middle. The Hoppers have their leadoff man on, and that brings up Brennan Mealer. He's got a 3-run homer on the night, 5 RBIs. Struck out his last time up, grounded out to first in between a 3-run homer and a 2-run single tonight. Takes one low here, and it's 1-0. O'Brien on the mound for Fulton. 5th pitcher of the night for the Railroaders. He misses outside here, and it's 2-0. Hoppers could use a few more runs just as some insurance, as Fulton has really come back strong here at the end of this ball game. They've got one more at bat. Inside, nearly hits him, and it's 3-0 now to Mealer. Fulton has someone else over on the bullpen stretching, getting ready to warm up. Mealer takes one on the outside. Thought that was too far out, but the umpire gave it to him, and it's 3-1. Mealer's kind of shaking his head at that one. But it is what it is, and it's 3-1. Sweeney with a good lead at first. Mealer swings and fouls that one back into the net. It's 3-2, full count. Gavin Powell waits on deck for Hoptown. Hit a solo homer back in the 3rd. He scored 2 runs tonight. We'll talk more about him in a minute. First, we got Brennan Mealer here with a full count, trying to get on base any way he can. Inside, ball 4. So Mealer walks, and there's runners on first and second for Hoptown here to start the 8th. Boy, Gavin has played a good ball game tonight. Couple of good plays down at third base tonight. Played his high school ball here at Tiger Field. We may have a pinch runner. Looks like we are going to have a pinch runner for Hoptown. Is that going to be Cade Wall? I can't tell. Looks like, nope. I believe it's Beatty. I believe it is Beatty. Number 4. So Easton Beatty will be the pinch runner for Mealer. And O'Brien will take aim at Gavin Powell. He's actually Gavin's been taken aim at twice tonight. He's been hit twice. Last time right on the crown of the helmet. Swings through that one, though, and it's strike 1. Powell was hit by a pitch back in the 1st. Hit a solo homer to lead off, with 1 out in the 3rd, and then he had a single back in the 4th. Hit by a pitch in the 6th. Runners on first and second, no out. Outside, the runner will take third as Sweeney goes with the first move. So it leaves runners on the corners now. 1-1 the count is what they have on the board for Powell. Plays at junior college out of Southern Illinois. Wren Lake. Good program up there. That pitch runs way outside. He's ahead in the count here. Talked to him the other day as he was back for his first game earlier last week. Was really excited to be back playing for the Hoppers. Missed the first month of the year with them. Swings, misses here, but Beatty will take second. They're going to say he fouled it. Oh, they didn't say. Beatty thought he fouled it and was headed back to first. Now he goes back, takes second base on the steal. You only get credit for 1 steal. I thought he might have fouled it too, but so runners on second and third now for the Hoppers. Powell with a chance to drive in a couple here. Count is 2-2. O'Brien comes set. Curveball outside, and it's full count. A lot of full counts tonight in this game. Been here before. Hayden Hunt is the on-deck batter for the Hoppers. Gavin Powell up there now. And he rips this one right back up into center field, drops in for a hit. One run in. The other runner will go to third as he had to wait to see, because it was kind of a line drive hit through. And Powell with another RBI single tonight. And the Hoptown Hoppers lead 12-6 as Chance Sweeney comes in to score. Beatty moves over to third on the hit. Powell is at first, and so here's Hayden Hunt. Hayden's over 3 tonight. Scored after reaching on a fielder's choice back in the first inning. Hit into a ground out at short back in the third. Hit by a pitch in the fourth. Struck out his last time up in the sixth. They throw over to first. Powell's back in plenty of time. Former Hoptown Tiger, full of confidence. He said he hit .370 at Wren Lake this spring in league play. 5 home runs in league play as well. Saw some of that power tonight as he went opposite field for a solo shot. Hunt slow to that one, can't catch up. Swings at the first, and it's 0-1. Former UHA star, all-state player, MVP of the All-A-State tournament. Getting his feet wet in some college baseball here. This one hit and run, and Hunt fouls it back, straight back at us. Powell heads back to first base, and Hunt behind in the count 0-2. Caden Slaughter waits on deck for the Hoppers here in the 8th. No outs. Hunt watches that one outside, and it's 1-2. That slider ran out and just kept going. Bowman made a nice play on it to keep it from going to the backstop. 1-2 the count now on Hunt. Nice to see Hunt get something here. Get his confidence going a little bit. Pitch on the way. He pops this one high into right field. That ought to be enough to score a run. Over to make the play is Lott. He will throw home and down and scoring. Boy, I tell you, Beatty made that one closer than it had to be. But he got in just ahead of the tag. And I'm not sure if you can call that really a slide. But Beatty got in. So a sacrifice fly for Hayden Hunt. The first out of the inning, but the Hoppers get another, and they lead 13-6. Powell stayed at first on the play. So here's Caden Slaughter, 2 for 4 tonight. Has an RBI to his name. Right-handed batter. Good lead at first for Powell. He's not going. This ball is fouled out of play. Slaughter wearing number 33. Alex McGuire is due up next. This one's outside. He has that slider, just runs and just keeps going. He can't get it in the strike zone. 1-1 the count on Slaughter. Hoppers lead 13-6 here in the 8th. How about this? How about this, Hoppers fans? Full count. 5. Henderson Flash 3. They got 4 in the top of the 7th. They lead Henderson 5-3. 5-3 in the 7th. Powell going. Ball's fouled off. 1-2 the count. That announcement drew plenty of praise from the Hoppers fans. A Hoptown win and a Henderson loss, and the Hoppers are back in first place, and they go to Henderson tomorrow night. Henderson back here on Friday night. O'Brien deals to the plate, misses outside again. Again, that slider, he just cannot get it in the zone. 2-2 the count. One out here in the bottom of the 8th. Hoptown leads 13-6. Led as much as 9-1. Fulton chipping away at it. And the pitch here. And this one's hit down towards shortstop. Not hit hard. Won't get to play at second. They'll go across the field, though, and it's thrown away. An error on the shortstop, and that allows the Hoppers both to move over. So Slaughter reaches on the error. Coon's throw is low. Couldn't be scooped over at first base. Slaughter reaches and goes to second. Powell moves all the way to third on the play. And so Alex McGuire bats. We may have a pinch hitter here. Let's see. Can't tell the number yet, but it looks like there will be 32, I believe, is who they've got coming in here. So we'll see if we can tell you who that's going to be. Fulton going to maybe make a pitching change here. Fulton going to go out and talk to their pitcher, O'Brien. This may be just to borrow some time or to keep me up later since I have to get up in the morning at 3 o'clock to go to work. So either way, it is what it is. Evan Leonard is the pinch hitter. He's batting for Alex McGuire. And right on time, the Jeopardy theme. Carter Hendricks coming up big here. Nailed it. So the visit's over with. McGuire's night's over. He was 1 for 3 tonight. Had a single back in the 5th. He did walk and score in the 4th. Grounded out to third and struck out. But here's Evan Leonard. Leonard batting .400 on the season. Only had 10 plate appearances. Chance to help out the Hoppers right now. O'Brien misses outside. It's 1-0. Base hit. Might score 2. Leonard watches that one outside as well. 2-0. So O'Brien just can't get that pitch over for a strike. He just keeps trying. No luck so far. Leonard stands in, swings and hits that one into the net. 2-1 the count. Hoppers trying to go 15-5 on the season. Led the league most of the year. But Henderson on an 11-game winning streak has overtaken them. Here's a ball smacked back up the middle. Leonard's going to drive one in, possibly 2. Throw coming to the plate, and it will be 2. And then they're going to throw down to second, and Leonard's safe there on the throw. 2 RBI single for Evan Leonard. And Gavin Powell and Caden Slaughter come in to score for Hoptown. So they've answered the 4 runs that Fulton had in the 8th with 4 of their own here, and the lead back out to 9 at 15-6. And here is Brennan Gibson. He's the leadoff man. Couple of hits tonight. Everything he's hit tonight has been hard. He's 2 for 5 on the evening. Curveball misses high. If he can get Leonard in, this ball game's over. Fouls that one straight back over top of us. 1-1 the count. Hoppers jumped on them with 5 in the first. They've got 4 here in the 8th. 15-6 is the score. Brennan Gibson at the plate. That one misses outside. 2-1 the count. Gabe Eddington waits on deck, and hopefully we can get something here. Can find the grass, maybe get another run tacked on in this ball game right now. That one misses, and it's 3-1. Offensively, the Hoppers have been really, really good all night. They didn't score in the second. They didn't score in the seventh, but they've scored in every other inning. This one's hit high and deep into center. Going back on it is Hedrick, and he will make the play, but Leonard will tag up to third. So Gibson moves him over on the fly ball to center. There's two gone. And Hopper's 90 feet away from winning this ball game. See if Eddington can get him in. Gabe had hits his first two times up, has a couple of stolen bases tonight, was hit by a pitch, struck out looking back in the seventh, was hit into a fielder's choice in the fifth. Scored 2 runs tonight. Curveball misses. I'm not sure where that was, but we'll take it. Want to know the count. O'Brien wants to know the same thing. Hoppers with 16 hits tonight. Back the other way. This one's popped up foul. 1-1 the count. Two out here in the bottom of the ninth. Hoppers lead 15-6. Have a runner on third. If that runner comes in to score, this ball game is over. If not, we're going to another inning. Strike right down the middle there. As Eddington takes a good peek at it. It's 1-2. They're checking a runner here at third. O'Brien will come set, and the pitch on the way, and just misses outside, and it's 2-2 the count now to Eddington. Hoppers, as we said, go to Henderson tomorrow night. They're back home here on Friday night against Henderson, so back-to-back nights with the Flash. And Eddington hits one into right. Is it going to get down? Nope. Over there to make the play is a lot. And so we'll go to the ninth. But Hoptown gets 4 more. And we check our Michael Venable State Farm scoreboard. Hoptown 15, Fulton 6. Back for the ninth inning after this.
Looking for a personal way to shop for furniture? Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress now offers Furniture by Appointment, an exclusive experience designed around you. Every Monday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Enjoy one-on-one assistance and a quiet showroom to find the perfect pieces for your home. We make shopping comfortable and stress-free. Call or text 270-886-8121 today for your personalized appointment.
Pennyrile Electric wants to say a big thank you to all of our members who stop by during Member Appreciation Days. From Cadiz to Lewisburg and several stops in between, it was wonderful reconnecting with familiar faces and meeting new friends across our service area. And we appreciate the opportunity to serve you. Be sure to follow Pennyrile Electric on Facebook for outage updates, cooperative news, and other important information. Pennyrile Electric, doing our part since 1937.
Looking for a personal way to shop for furniture? Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress now offers Furniture by Appointment, an exclusive experience designed around you. Every Monday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Enjoy one-on-one assistance and a quiet showroom to find the perfect pieces for your home. We make shopping comfortable and stress-free. Call or text 270-886-8121 today for your personalized appointment.
Broadcasting from the batter capital of the world, WHOP HD2 Hopkinsville, 95.3 The Farm.
We go to the top of the ninth. Hoppers lead 15-6. Chance Sweeney on the mound for his second appearance here, as he came on in the bottom of the eighth and shut down Fulton, who'd scored 4 runs, had a couple of home runs, got back within 11-6, made this thing pretty interesting. He'll face the top of the lineup here. As they'll go Thomas Kuhn, Matt Herlick, and Zayad Diaz. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what Chance can do here as the Hoppers try to go 15-5 on the year. Henderson has come back to take a 6-5 lead over full count. They are in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the ball hit foul out on the right side. It's 1-1 now to Kuhn. Full count had scored 4 in the top of the 7th. Henderson scored 3 in the bottom, so they lead 6-5. So Henderson hanging on up there. Sweeney has a ball ripped just past first base. Leonard got a glove on it over there. Couldn't pull it in. And so Fulton hangs on here. Leadoff man on here in the 9th. Really, if you hadn't got a glove on that, that thing might have got down in the corner and been extra bases, to be honest with you. It was a good play there. Here's a ball hit into center. It's Herlick. And coming in and making the play. Fine play there out there in the outfield. And I can't see the number on that, but can you tell me who that was, Carter? Do you have any idea who was playing center field now? I can't see his number out there. But the fly out to center, so Herlick's gone. And there's one gone. Had some substitutions batting and pinch running a while ago, and I don't know who that is. I'll have to look at, see if they've got it for us. Ball gets away from Jacob, and moving down to second base is Kuhn on the play. Madisonville beats Paducah tonight 4-2, so the Miners get a win. Diaz had a homer earlier tonight. Kind of got the Hoppers upset with a little lengthy trip around the bases. Swings over top of here, and it's 1-1 the count. 7-5 now. 7-5 Carter for Henderson. 1-1 to Diaz here. They keep battling up there at Henderson. Flash trying to win 12 in a row. Boy, I tell you what, that curveball just about took Diaz out of his shoes when he swung on that one. It's 1-2 the count. Now the umpire going over to talk, maybe to the Hoppers dugout. They did not appreciate when he hit the home run and took his time coming around the bases, and they've been on Diaz ever since. McGuire is listed as the center fielder right now. I thought he came out of the game, but they still have him listed as center fielder. Here's the ball hit down toward first. Picked up there. And there's 2 gone here in the 9th. Runner moves over to third. Leonard made sure of that one. So 1 out left to go here. Nick Causey trying to keep this game alive for Fulton. Sweeney trying to close it down. Pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Tall right-hander, Logan County. Sweeney works his magic here. Pitch on the way. I don't know what that was. Had some funky movement on it, but he misses, and it's 1-1. I love having this angle. You can see a lot of the movement on these pitchers. Almost look like a screwball. Pitch coming here. Outside corner for a strike. Umpire says it's time to go home, boys, and it's 1-2 on the count. Crowd is standing and clapping. Sweeney misses outside, 2-2. They're going to have to clap some more. The Hoptown crowd ready to celebrate another win tonight. And then we'll see what happens this weekend. Sweeney's pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and we're done. The Hoppers win it tonight, 15-6, as Chance Sweeney comes in and shuts them down here. As we check our Michael Venable scoreboard, State Farm scoreboard, Hoptown 15 and Fulton 6. We'll be back to wrap this one up after this.
Whether you're shopping for an engagement ring or you just need a little something for a birthday gift, J. Schrecker Jewelry can help you find just what you're looking for with our wide selection of jewelry and gift items. And of course, gift wrapping is always free. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday from 9 until 2. Or shop online by visiting our website at jschreckerjewelry.com. J. Schrecker Jewelry, 909 South Main Street in the heart of historic downtown Hopkinsville.
At Max's, we're supporting our local schools 1 gallon at a time. I'm Max Arnold, and thanks to your support at our spirit pumps in Elkton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville, our schools are winning big. Since 2021, we've raised over $90,000 for our local students. Every fill-up at every spirit pump fuels their future. Learn more about our spirit pumps at maxfuel.net.
Fuel for you. Fuel for your vehicle. Max's Convenience Shop. Max's.